What happens when animals fight back? In the wild, the balance of power is a delicate dance. For centuries, humans have ruled over animals, but what if the tables turn? Today, we're counting down 7 shocking times animals took revenge on humans. From the ocean depths to the savannah, we'll explore the extraordinary lengths animals go when pushed to their limits. Prepare to be amazed, and maybe a little frightened, as we uncover the raw power of nature's fury. India, a land where humans and elephants have shared the same landscapes for thousands of years, is a place of both harmony and tension. These majestic animals are woven into the fabric of Indian culture, revered in myths and celebrated in festivals. Yet beneath this reverence there is a fragile balance, one that can be easily disturbed. In a remote village nestled on the edge of a dense forest, this delicate balance was shattered by a single fateful incident that would change the lives of everyone involved. One sweltering afternoon, a young bull elephant, separated from his herd and driven by hunger and thirst, wandered into the village. His massive frame cast a long shadow as he searched desperately for food and water, his eyes betraying both exhaustion and hope. But instead of compassion, the villagers responded with fear. They saw the elephant as a threat to their precious crops and meager supplies. Armed with stones and sticks, they shouted and chased the bewildered animal away, their actions fueled by years of hardship and anxiety over lost harvests. Hurt, confused, and nursing fresh wounds, the elephant retreated into the forest. But he didn't forget the hostility he faced. Elephants, known for their remarkable memory, can carry the weight of such encounters for years. Days passed, and the village returned to its routine, unaware of the storm brewing in the shadows. Then one evening the young bull returned. This time he was not alone. He brought with him his entire herd, a family bound by loyalty and shared experience. The elephant stormed through the village in a wave of unstoppable force. Homes were crushed underfoot, belongings scattered and trampled, the air filled with the sound of trumpeting and the cries of villagers, chaos erupting where peace once reigned. Their actions were not random. The elephants seemed to target the very heart of the village, the places where they had been driven away, the homes of those who had shown them cruelty. It was as if they remembered, and now they were sending a message. The villagers, powerless and terrified, could do nothing but watch as their homes and livelihoods were destroyed before their eyes. Generations of hard work were reduced to rubble in a matter of minutes. The Rampage was a stark reminder that even the gentlest of giants can become formidable foes when provoked. Elephants, usually peaceful and intelligent, are capable of immense destruction when pushed to their limits. After exacting their revenge, the herd slowly retreated into the forest, leaving behind a trail of devastation. The village was left in ruins, its people forever changed by the encounter. The lesson was harsh but clear. Respect for nature and its creatures is not just a tradition but a necessity for survival. The scars left behind served as a constant reminder of what happens when that respect is lost. Never underestimate the power of an elephant scorned, for their memories are long and their strength unmatched. SeaWorld, a place meant to celebrate marine life, has long been a destination for families seeking wonder and excitement. With its dazzling shows and playful dolphins, it promises a magical glimpse into the world beneath the waves. But behind the cheerful music and smiling trainers, a darker story was unfolding, one that would shake the very foundation of the park's reputation. The Orca show, once the crown jewel of SeaWorld, became the stage for a chilling act of rebellion that no one could have predicted. Tilikum, a majestic orca, was taken from the vast open ocean as a young calf and confined to a concrete tank. The transition from the wild to captivity was jarring and traumatic, stripping him of his freedom and family. Years of captivity and mistreatment left him withdrawn and agitated. The once powerful predator became a shadow of himself, circling endlessly in a space far too small for his size and intelligence. The isolation and monotony took a toll on his mental health, leading to unpredictable and sometimes aggressive behavior. Then, during what was supposed to be a routine performance, Tilikum snapped. The tension in the air was palpable as he broke from his usual routine, sending shockwaves through the trainers and audience alike. In front of a stunned audience, he dragged his trainer into the pool in a relentless, fatal attack. The crowd, moments before cheering, was now frozen in horror as the reality of captivity's consequences played out before their eyes. The world watched in shock as the news spread rapidly across television screens and social media. The incident became a global headline, sparking heated debates and emotional reactions everywhere. Some called it a tragic accident, a terrible misfortune that no one could have foreseen. Experts and commentators weighed in, analyzing every detail and searching for answers. But others saw it as calculated revenge, a desperate act by an intelligent creature pushed beyond his limits. Protesters gathered outside SeaWorld demanding justice for Tilikum and all captive orcas. Tilikum, pushed to his breaking point, finally retaliated against his captors. His actions forced the world to confront uncomfortable truths about the ethics of animal entertainment. The incident forced people everywhere to question the morality of keeping such intelligent social creatures in captivity for human amusement. Conversations about animal rights and welfare grew louder and more urgent. Tilikum's story became a rallying cry for animal rights activists, inspiring documentaries, protests, and a movement to end orca captivity. His suffering and actions were not in vain. They sparked a global conversation. Today, his name is now synonymous with the plight of captive orcas, a symbol of both tragedy and hope for change. Memorials and murals honor his memory, reminding us of the cost of captivity. Even in captivity, wild instincts never truly die. Tilikum's legacy endures, urging us to reconsider our relationship with the wild creatures we claim to love. In a quiet American suburb where the lawns are neatly trimmed and the streets are lined with picket fences, a terrifying incident shattered the illusion of peaceful coexistence with primates. This was a place where neighbors waved to each other and children played outside, never suspecting that danger could be lurking so close to home. Inside one of these homes, a chimpanzee was kept as a pet, confined to a small cage for years. The family who owned him believed they could provide love and care, but the reality was far more complicated. The chimpanzee, intelligent and social by nature, grew increasingly frustrated and lonely, his spirit slowly eroded by isolation and captivity. One day, driven by a primal urge for freedom and perhaps a final surge of hope, he broke free from his chains. The years of pent-up energy and emotion exploded in a single desperate act. The sound of metal snapping echoed through the house, signaling the end of his captivity. The family watched in horror as their beloved pet transformed before their eyes. The chimpanzee, once playful and affectionate, now seemed like a stranger, wild, unpredictable, and powerful. Panic swept through the household as the reality of the situation set in. In a frenzy, the chimpanzee lashed out, leaving the family traumatized and injured. The attack was sudden and brutal, a stark reminder that wild instincts can never be fully suppressed, no matter how domesticated an animal may seem. For the chimpanzee, this violent outburst was a desperate attempt to reclaim his freedom and perhaps to exact revenge on those who had kept him confined for so long. Driven by instinct and fear, he bolted from the house, determined to escape the life that had been forced upon him. The incident sent shockwaves through the community. Neighbors gathered in disbelief, struggling to process what had happened in their normally peaceful suburb. Local news crews arrived, broadcasting the story and fueling a growing sense of fear and uncertainty. The escape sparked outrage and heated debate about the ethics of keeping primates as pets. Some argued that wild animals could never truly adapt to human homes, while others insisted that with enough care, such tragedies could be avoided. The community was divided, and the story quickly gained national attention. Animal rights activists seized the moment to highlight the dangers of forcing wild animals to conform to human lifestyles. They pointed to the chimpanzee's suffering as evidence that captivity is inherently cruel and called for stricter laws to protect both animals and people. The escape became a wake-up call for the entire nation, a stark reminder that wild animals, no matter how long they live among humans, can never truly be tamed. Their instincts and needs are too powerful to be contained within the walls of a suburban home. In the end, the chimpanzee's story is a powerful lesson. Their true nature, no matter how deeply suppressed, will always find a way out. It's a call to respect the wildness within and to reconsider the boundaries between humans and the animals we share our world with. The San Francisco Zoo became the scene of a tiger's raw power and fury. Tatiana, a Siberian tiger, endured years of confinement and taunting from visitors. On Christmas Day, her frustration boiled over. A group of visitors taunted her, unaware of the danger. Tatiana leapt over her enclosure and attacked, leaving several injured and one dead. The attack was a tragic reminder of the consequences of disrespecting wild animals. Tatiana's actions were a desperate attempt to reclaim her dignity. In the African savanna, the honey badger is known for its fearlessness and tenacity. One honey badger, captured and placed in an escape-proof enclosure, refused to accept captivity. Time and again it outsmarted its captors, exploiting every weakness. With each escape, the honey badger grew bolder, sabotaging traps and raiding supplies. Some called it mischief, but others saw a campaign of revenge against those who imprisoned it. The honey badger's antics became legendary, its reputation as an escape artist spreading far and wide. It became a symbol of resilience and the indomitable spirit of wild animals. Even in captivity, some creatures simply refused to be broken. In South Africa's savannas, a lioness's act of vengeance stunned the world of wildlife conservation. After poachers slaughtered her pride, the lioness was left with grief and rage. She became a ghost, stalking the poachers with relentless determination. On a moonless night, she struck, her attack swift and merciless. The poachers, caught off guard, stood no chance. Her actions sent a clear message: those who threaten her pride do so at their own peril. The story became a testament to the strength of maternal instincts and loyalty. In the wild, revenge can be a powerful force. In a renowned aquarium, an octopus orchestrated a watery uprising that left staff baffled. This was no ordinary escape, it was a calculated act of sabotage. The octopus, tired of confinement, yearned for freedom. One night it put its plan into action, manipulating the aquarium's plumbing system. With astonishing dexterity, it redirected water, flooding the area. Staff awoke to chaos, water everywhere, equipment ruined, and the octopus gone. Some called it a freak accident, but others saw a cunning escape. The incident made headlines, showcasing the octopus's intelligence. It was a reminder that even in captivity, wild instincts persist. Animals can outsmart even the most seasoned keepers. Never underestimate the cleverness of the animal kingdom. As we've explored these tales, one question remains: do animals seek revenge, or are these just instinctual responses? What's clear is the raw power and resilience of the animal kingdom. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.